Alright, playing fucking Call of Duty again. Oh shit. Okay, so I saw they put The Crow in. So I figured I'd talk about the movie a little bit and play this shit. Cause I got the PS1 Crow game. But I'll save that and talk about the original Crow movie and the other ones. So I like Crow growing up as a kid, like I watched it, but I guess because it wasn't like Batman or anything, it didn't like, wasn't like a huge Crow fan, I would say. Oh yeah, I got my shirt.
The Crow soldier.
But yeah, it's really popular with girls, which is how I got this shirt. It used to be neon. So, but anyway, yeah. So I do remember though, like when they announced Brandon Lee died, and I don't even think I knew who he was really,
Well,
except that he was Bruce Lee's son. I think that was the first time I ever heard of like the concept of like blanks and shit. But yeah, that was fucked up. A couple years ago, I rewatched Showdown in Little Tokyo. I love that movie. He's really good in that. But yeah, the Crow movie, dude. They've been trying to make another Crow movie for a long ass fucking time, dude. And
I thought I could drive that.
I feel bad for anyone that was like actually looking forward to a good one. You know, it could have been decent. I think the director, he did Snow White and the Huntsman, and oh, what was that other movie he did? But yeah, and then Bill Skarsgård, who's really good. So like with this movie, they really tried to emphasize the love story, and because of that, you needed an actress that you could believe that Bill Skarsgård would like trade his everlasting soul for some, you know, beautiful woman. And then they casted this fucking A Twigs, whoever the fuck she is, dude. There's a scene when they first meet. I guess they're in rehab together. It's like a weird rehab where they're all in pink sweats, and like Bill Skarsgård is getting yelled at, like it's Scared Straight or some shit. And there's like a close up of her, and you can see her gap tooth smile, and it made me think. It always makes me think of Mean Girls. She's like, "It's not your fault. You're so gap tooth." Oh yeah, he directed the Ghost in the Shell movie. I've never seen that with Scarlett Johansson, but I think the direction's not really the problem. It's just the choice to go all in on the love story and her casting. It's like a DEI casting. I saw a video of them doing press yesterday on YouTube. Bill Skarsgård and that Twigs character, and she looks like the fucking, what was it? Bloodsport, the final boss guy with like the bald head, and he's got like a long ponytail. That's what she looks like, dude. It's bad. I mean, to be fair, she looks a lot better in the movie. They actually like made her try to look somewhat like a woman. But yeah, it's pretty cringy. Shouldn't they couldn't get like I don't really like Zoe Kravitz, but she would have been a million times better, or fucking Zazie Beetz, or fucking that Valkyrie chick. Like anyone else would have been way better. But yeah, the movie's like mostly about her. You see like a quick like flashback of the Crow as a kid, and he finds like a dead, I thought it was a unicorn, but it's like a dead white horse, I guess, that he had to kill or some shit. And then it like
Cut that shit off.
immediately cuts to like her story, like the bad guy in the movie, Danny Houston. So like, okay, so the bad guys in the movie, it's him, and I like Danny Houston. He was in X-Men Origins Wolverine. It's an old white lady and an old white guy and a bunch of like stuntmen, which I appreciated that actually. It was kind of like a throwback to the 90s with all these henchmen, tough-looking henchmen getting shot up. But Danny Houston basically can like make people do shit, and he's like, he made a deal with the devil to take innocent souls or whatever. And later on you find out he made her Twigs like kill somebody. And oh yeah, and I was gonna say, like, you can't believe that he would trade his soul for her. Not only that, like, even her own mother fucking sold her. I guess he's like, Danny Houston's supposed to be like some kind of rich, like, he's not a record producer or anything, but like they explain that they all used to hang out, like some kind of like Diddy party shit or whatever. I don't know, there's a bunch of side characters that just jump in and out of the plot to explain shit. But yeah, and she has like a Asian friend that witnessed it, and she's trying to like run away from them, Danny Houston and the old white people. With she's got like I guess she has a copy of the video or some shit. But the only one good scene that Danny Houston gets, or the one cool one, is they catch up to the Asian girl, and she's like, what he does is he like whispers in their ear, and their eyes turn white, and I thought they all killed themselves, but like I said later on, like, he made the Twigs like commit a murder. But anyway, yeah, so he whispers in the girl's ear, and he like, it makes her like stab herself in the neck and shit. I do like that there's a lot of gore in this movie. So, okay, people were saying that this is the worst movie of the year. Dude, literally Borderlands just came out like 2 weeks ago. I didn't even realize that they were both Lionsgate releases. That's rough, dude. Someone's losing their job over that shit. But anyway. And then, yeah, like I said, they meet in rehab, and like, Skarsgård plays it like a fucking, he kind of plays it like a pussy a lot. Like, he's kind of meek and like awkward. He's not very intimidating, but he does look cool like this, like at the end of the movie. But it's only in like the last 30 minutes of the movie you get to see him like that. But yeah, she basically, like, she was already damned, I guess, because of her mom, right? And she just like, the Crow's there trying to go to rehab, try to make me go to rehab and get together, and she just comes into his life and ruins his life, and he fucking loses his soul over it. It's fucked up. But yeah, then eventually they catch up to her and they kill them both and shit. And he goes to the Crow spirit world. It kind of isn't very interesting visually. It's just like an empty like train station with like a bunch of crows everywhere. And the guy that's like his spirit guide or whatever, he's okay, I guess, but like, I don't know, it could have been a better actor. And it's weird at the end, like, after everything's resolved and he trades his soul for hers, like, she wakes up like at that moment. So it's like time reversed, or like none of that happened. I don't get it. But anyway, like, he goes to the spirit world and he comes back to try and get revenge. I kept thinking of Spawn. Anything for Wanda. Like, at least you could buy that Spawn would want to come back for Teresa Randall. But not this fucking creature. But anyway, so yeah, so he comes back. And like I said, he's so stupid. There's like one shady cop there, and he like believes that he's like a real cop. And then they have a fight scene, and he like, Bill Skarsgård gets stabbed up and shit. They establish in the movie he like gets fucked up and like he can heal, but they establish that he feels all the pain, and not only that, he won't heal unless like either his guts are like relatively where they're supposed to be, or like his bone is back where it's supposed to be. Like at one point he catches up with the old white lady and the old white guy. They're in like a big SUV. Oh yeah, because he like sneaks into the one dude's car, trying to find out like where they're at, and he has a gun and he shoots him in the back. Yeah, I thought he was gonna take the keys and like chase them, but he just runs after them, and he gets run over by the SUV, and he like crashes into the window. That's how he gets in there. And they have like a fight inside the car, but eventually they throw him out, and he like he gets run over by like a fucking I don't know, it was an 18-wheeler, but it was some kind of big ass shipping vehicle or whatever. And he just has like a broken leg, and he has to like snap it back in there. But, and then yeah, eventually it comes out, that video of like her Twigs killing that woman, and the Crow is like pressing X to doubt. And then the next time the henchmen like catch up to him, they shoot him, and he's like dead for real. He goes to the spirit world, and that's when he's like, I'll trade my soul for hers. Fuck it, she needs to live. Like, what the fuck, dude? Oh yeah, I was on Rotten Tomatoes, and I was reading the reviews the first night it came out, and one of the reviews was like, oh, she disappears out of the movie, and you know, like they were mad about, or not mad about it, but like, and then it's like the Crow's movie. It's like, dude, she fucking is like in flashbacks and pops in all the fucking time. Like I said, the Crow's he's only really the Crow for like 30 minutes. But so yeah, then after he does that, he comes back out of, because he gets shot in like the bathroom, and like he's like underwater in the tub, and then he comes back and shoots all the henchmen, which is pretty cool. Literally, if there's just more of that shit, like it would have been a lot better. Like there are some cooler moments earlier in the movie where like, you know, the music's kicking in and you see like the Crow flying, and like there's some cool shots of just him walking the streets and shit. But and the movie just like kind of stops and starts. And they have pretty much in the trailer they show like all the ending finale where he's going to the opera. But yeah, I remember when they first revealed the look of Crow, like it looks stupid because all the tattoos, it looked like Joker. I mean, I think it looks better than Joker. And there's that one stupid tattoo where the eyeball like is like on his nipple, or like his nipple makes an eyeball. But I mean, he does look kind of cool. And yeah, he goes. They never really established this, but he has like a sword in his apartment or some shit. I thought he was gonna like shoot everybody up, but he kind of stabs everyone. But it's kind of interesting because like they play up the fact that he can't, you know, he can heal and they can't kill him. So like he's stabbing dudes and shit. But then at a certain point, like they take his sword and he gets stabbed like through the fucking stomach or whatever. And he takes like one henchman and like pulls him towards the sword like through his eyeball, which is pretty cool. And at one point he has the sword like this, and he like puts it through a guy's like mouth, which is fucked up. So I mean, yeah, and he's like I said, he's fighting all these like tough looking henchmen or whatever. So yeah, that's by far like the best part of the movie.
Dude, what the fuck, man?
And then he meets up with Danny Houston, and he tries to do the fucking whisper thing to him. But of course he like turns it against him and takes him to the spirit world. And he just punches the shit out of him. And I guess he gets sent to hell after that. And then she comes back, and then like I said, they have like a lame ass scene. There's just no, I don't want to say there's zero chemistry, like, but I don't know, man. She ain't it. Oh yeah, but like I said, she wakes up at that point, and then she's back in the apartment, and he's like dead next to her. So like, I don't get it. All that shit, like, it didn't happen or what? I don't get it. And then yeah, he has like a closing monologue. I don't know if it's quite, they're trying to accuse it of sequel bait. I don't know if I go that far. But yeah, it's mostly just boring. And like it didn't have to be, you know? It could have been Like Bill Skarsgård, he's a good actor and he's likable and he looks kind of cool, like I said. So I wouldn't be opposed to like a sequel if they were to like strip it down and like, I mean, it doesn't even have to. These movies don't have to be expensive. I forget what the budget was for this, like 50 million or something. It made like 4 million over the weekend. I think that's worse than Borderlands, isn't it? That's crazy. But yeah, it was a missed opportunity for sure. So since I watched a bootleg, I'll go ahead and pay $20 for this bullshit and try it out. His haircut. Yeah, maybe like give him longer hair or something, or shave it. Oh, purchase COD
Here to
points.
put the wrong things right.
You get paid for that shit? That was close.
Gas is closing in. Get to the new safe zone.
Chillin'.
Loadout drop headed your way. Enemy soldier incoming. Gas is moving.
Now we're leaving.
Only 10
That was
left.
sick.
Gas is closing in. Relocating the safe zone. You got gas moving in. down. Marking a new safe zone. You're in the top
Oh,
5. Bring
damn,
home
that
the
was
win.
fucked up.
Only 10 were left. It's a valiant effort. Keep your head up. Return to base for debrief.
Not too bad.